Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in
one of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On second down, Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but now let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 3. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, as built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw again.
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 92 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Johnson's extra point up and good. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll try the left side with Dillon, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
It's Elijah Mitchell.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Lawrence will throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Lawrence.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He gets this one to Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Lawrence.
Open. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Just to make sure. And the question, was the knee down? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, here's Mitchell.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Kittle has it on the left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And Johnson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size,
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
absolutely, no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
For Washington on 3rd down. Johnson's kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Dillon now off the option.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 8. Dillon now off the option.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 8. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now here's the option play going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They're going to look to throw. 2 minutes to go on divisional round. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're going to look to throw. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On play action, Lawrence.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll send the tight end in motion. It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer.
He's going to keep this again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a carry here for their fullback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
run here with Dillon.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Up the middle. Here's Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He sets to fire deep.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They'll try and run with their fullback. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Dancing, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Javon Kinlaw drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll find Smith's shoes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about his training.
Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell from 8 yards out. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
It's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Middle of the field, he's got... And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's second and 10. Oh boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him. They'll look to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. So once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so well.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. A give here to Mitchell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
As a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.
Your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For